let's talk a little safety culture. Blake Gromas, VP of Safety at Ruan Logistics. Blake, another Beard King, man. I like it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Beard Brothers got to stick together, my man.
I like it. By the way, thank you so much for the truck over. Put me wide so I can just point to this truck. There we go. Thank you so much for this truck over here. I appreciate it very much. For those who don't know, where is Ruan based out of, and what's the elevator pitch on what y'all do?
Yeah, so we are based in Des Moines, Iowa. 91, almost 92 years now. Family-owned company based here in Des Moines. Started by our first driver, John Ruan, back in 1932. And we are a kind of full-service logistics provider, primarily in the dedicated asset-based transportation space, but we also have a full-service managed transportation business, brokerage, and value-added warehousing that we support.
Well, love to hear it. And you are tasked with safety. It's a big issue with drivers, with fleets, with insurance, who I have on here all the time. So I got to ask you, tell us a little bit about how you've established your safety culture and how you keep that a focus.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, as I just mentioned, it really goes all the way back to our founding in 1932. Our first driver, our founder, John Ruan, he recognized very early on that there was a need for formalized safety programs in the transportation world, and started that all the way back in the 1940s. And we continue to live that and evolve that throughout our company today. Our five guiding principles, the first two on that list are people first and safety focus. And those two, they really go hand in hand. All of our safety programs are designed with our people in mind, so that every one of our drivers, every one of our warehouse associates, every technician in our shops, they all get back home to their loved ones at the end of the day in the same condition that they left the house. Maybe just a little more dirt on their boots and a little more money in their pocket, but that's really our goal. And so as we think about how we facilitate that, it really starts all the way up front at the hiring process. We want to make sure we've got the right people for our culture, people that are highly engaged and enjoy the work they do. And then we, supplement that with all of our different programs. Our Mega Safe training platform and program starts with our Ruan Safety Pledge that every new team member in the company signs on and says, this is the commitment that I'm going to make to doing my job the right way, doing it the safe way. And, then we layer in our Mega Safe 7 rules of safe driving, Mega Safe 5 rules of working safely, all of our ongoing training, company provided PPE, work boots, safety vests, all the different uniform items that you're going to need to do your job effectively.
Nice. And that's the analog stuff. That's the stuff you can touch and feel. What are you guys using for technology to keep drivers and commuters safe on the road?
Yeah, it is. Technology is a huge piece of the safety world. I think, even just you go to an ATA event and you look around the exhibit hall. 10 years ago, right, it was all trucks and hardware and brakes and different things like that. You walk in now and it is 90% technology driven. And so when we think about our fleet, we really do a lot right up front with our standard spec on our trucks. Automatic emergency braking, collision mitigation, lane departure, blind spot monitoring, all the bells and whistles that are going to help our drivers maintain a safe working environment. And then beyond that, we've also introduced about 4 years ago a video safety program with both inward and external event recorders. And that really what that has allowed us to do is see the game film, right? It gives us the opportunity to see the challenges that our drivers are up against on the roadways each and every day, to hear the stories that, you go, there's no way that really happened, did it? And then you see a video of it and you go, holy cow, how did you manage to get through that? That's amazing. So it's really, that game film, that coaching, and just really helping our drivers and our teams continually refine their skills, see their tendencies, a lot like we're getting ready for the Super Bowl this weekend, the same way that, Kyle Shanahan and Andy Reid are helping their teams prep for the game on Sunday. That's our goal with our video program, is to help our drivers see the things that they see and maybe didn't remember in real time, but it gives us that ability to see what they're up against. And really the huge benefit is when there has been a crash, when there has been something that's gone wrong, to tell our driver's side of the story and exonerate them. We also use it to identify trends that we can build training programs around, how we address those things. And gives us the ability, even for our drivers, when they have an issue that they're up against. So, a couple years ago, before I moved into the safety role, I oversaw all of our bulk hazmat group, and we would have oftentimes, right, we're making a delivery into a scrap metal yard, and to get to the tank to deliver cryogenics, there's all kinds of stuff in the way. So our driver can reach up and push that button right there on the device and talk to it and tell us in real time, hey, this is what I'm seeing. I can't get to the tank. Here's why. Can you help me with this? And that's real hard evidence we can take then to our customer and our customer's customer to help get those situations resolved. And then the last piece of it really is taking all that data that we're getting from these different systems, recognizing our high performing drivers, who are the folks that are just knocking it out of the park out there. Even identifying things like troublesome routes. Where do we keep having issues with traffic or road construction, wherever that might be? Understand those challenges and help us plan better around that. Technology is a huge piece of what we do.
Blake, I have drivers bark at me all the time. Some love tech, some don't like tech. How do you give the drivers a tool to succeed and also get them to accept it? Not every driver wants the tech inside the cab. They want to be like the, free bird on the road and all that stuff. So it's just an important in culture, right? To get people who want to accept this stuff. How do you accomplish that?
It is. It really, at the end of the day, boils down to leveraging the technology in a way that supplements what the driver's already doing, right? We're hiring highly experienced drivers, especially in our culture at Ruan. We're hiring folks that have experience. They've been on the roads. Again, we're looking for those folks that fit the culture, enjoy what they do. And then it's really about focusing on that engagement. Doing the yard walks, tailgate talks, the safety training, the quarterly meetings, giving drivers the forum to share their ideas, share their concerns, and really use technology in a way that helps facilitate them doing a great job. It's not babysitting them. It's not watching them. It's watching over them and giving them kind of that extra level of protection. The other big thing we do is just we're always assessing our training programs and adapting to the changing environment that is America's roadways, right? As we talk about some of the different things, whether it's truck parking or just general infrastructure challenges, the ever increasing distraction on the roadways from the four-wheelers, that technology and those systems give us the ability to see that and help influence how we help our drivers get through that. And again, ultimately, it boils down to that people first and safety focused guiding principles working hand in hand, listening to those challenges and helping come up with creative solutions to help our drivers do their best work every day.
Now, Blake, to make this resonate for the listeners, the potential customers of yours, it's great how all these things help you. It's great how all these things help your drivers, but how does it benefit the customer?
Yeah, it's really about having that highly engaged workforce and, a focus on customer service, creating those enduring partnerships. We have a big mantra in our marketing campaign right now around "our team is yours." And what that means to us is it's our privilege and our responsibility to provide high levels, great, exceptional customer service, and to be a trusted and really transparent extension of our customer. Because in many cases, right, if we're hauling products from their facility to their end user, our drivers are the ones that represent their company. So we're making sure that we have that high level of trust and transparency. We want our customers to be engaged with our drivers. We invite them to our quarterly meetings, those tailgate talks, take them on yard walks, and really see the process of how all of these things come to life, whether it's our safety programs, it's our people culture, whatever that is. And at the end of the day, having that strong focus on safety is going to lead to lower costs and expenses. Our insurance costs are going to be lower. We're going to drive those in the right direction. Safety being front of mind reduces downtime on equipment, particularly in our model, again, where we're dedicated every day that a driver is not available to work or every day that a truck is down because of repair needs. Those are loads that aren't being moved. So we have that high focus on safety to provide consistency in the workforce and the resources that ultimately lead to great performance from a service level perspective. And the last thing I would say really is it's about brand reputation, right? Our trucks are not sitting on the side of the interstate or headlining the news after a big crash that happens. A lot of our equipment is co-branded with our customers. So it's a great opportunity to have a really positive impact with that 53-foot rolling billboard going down the road when other people on the roadway around us are having those positive interactions with our drivers. And that's a highly skilled, highly professional individual out there on the road.
Hey, Blake, thank you so much for your time today. Lightning question, just one word, 49ers, Chiefs.
Heart says 49ers, head says Chiefs. I feel like you can't go against Patrick Mahomes, but man, I'm a Tom Brady guy. The encroachment upon that legacy right now is really kind of in danger if Mahomes keeps winning these things.
Never. He's got to get six of the things. Come on, and then go to another team and win one too. It's never going to happen. Sit down, Mahomes. Sit down. Hey, thank you so much for coming on. Ruan Transport. Check them out. Ruan Logistics. Check them out. They got awesome trucks. They got awesome safety culture, and they got a guy named Blake working for them. Thank you so much for coming on the show today, sir.
You bet. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Take it easy.